Farm Radio headquarters, down this old long hallway that's got all the pictures of the Marble family from way, way back. So far back, farther than I am old. Let's walk through the kitchen door, sit down at Granny Marble's kitchen table where Hop Sing's working in the kitchen. He's about to set out a big old spread for us. Plenty of jalapeno gravy, Nanny's yeast rolls, a cold cucumber salad, and lots of chicken fried steak. I'll be pouring the iced tea for this grand meal we've got for you set up, and we'll serve you a big old heaping helping of ag information as we go. First up, an appetizer of ag weather. Let's take a look for the smack dab big middle of down on the farm country. Sunny today, 77-47. Thursday the 26th, mostly sunny. A few clouds coming in, 74 and 63. 50% chance of moisture, 4 or 5 points. A 70% chance on Friday the 27th. Thunderstorms, 72 and 56, maybe 3/4 of an inch. Saturday the 28th, a thunderstorm. Showers, 60 the high, 43 the low. 70% chance again, maybe a third to maybe 40 points. Sun on Sunday the 29th, 67 and 41. Sun on Monday the 30th, 59 and 35. Sun on Tuesday the 1st, sunny and 63. And a passing cloud on Wednesday the 2nd, 67 and 45. Sunny on Thursday the 3rd, 64 and 40. Neighbor, there's a big old heaping helping of at least a week's worth of ag weather, so chew on that for a while.
BASF understands that your field is the future. That's why we provide you with easy solutions for investing in it. Rewards Beyond Rebates helps you find the ultimate reward at harvest through better agronomics, not a rebate. And with the BASF financing program, it's easier than ever to expand your operation with better terms and less requirements for investing. Learn more at rewardsbeyondrebates.com. BASF, we create chemistry. Always read and follow label directions.
Taking a look at your commodities, March corn, 428 1/4, down 4 1/4. Jan beans, 1184 3/4, down 6 1/2. March Kansas City hard red winter wheat, down 15, 556, even money. March number 2 cotton, down 56, 72.42. February live cattle, down a nickel, 113.90. January feeder cattle up 157, 140.17. February lean hogs up 17 1/2, 66.92. December U.S. dollar index down 135 points at 92.08. Your January West Texas Intermediate crude up 38 at 45.30. Neighbor, now it's time for a feature from Texas Farm Bureau Radio. This hour will suggest that you listen to Texas News and Views with my friend Tom Nicoletti. I think he's headed to the eastern portion of our state, right, Tom?
East Texas Pasture Transition Time. I'm Tom Nicoletti with Texas News and Views on the Texas Farm Bureau Radio Network. More in a minute.
There's no typical growing season. Each one brings different challenges. So what if this year we do something different? Like stepping up to Altura, a powerful at-planting technology from Nutrient Ag Solutions. Step up to extended nutrient efficiency and plant performance. Step up to better productivity and profitability in your fields. Take your fertility program to the next level with Altura, powered by C2 technology. Talk to your Nutrient Ag Solutions crop consultant or visit lpi.ag/stepup to learn more.
Conventional wisdom says that you get what you pay for, and conventional wisdom is right. You won't find Crystalix in the bargain aisle, but it will always get optimal performance out of your cattle. Whether you feed it in a steel or plastic barrel or our sustainable single-trip bio barrel, Crystalix is more than just a supplement. It's an investment. With Crystalix, performance is served. Visit Crystalix.com to find a dealer near you.
For today's program, we go to East Texas to Overton and catch up with Dr. Vanessa Olson. She is a forage specialist with the Texas AgriLife Extension Service there in East Texas. And Vanessa, let's talk about the pasture conditions right now in your region of the state as we progress through the autumn months and cooler temperatures. What do those pastures look like for ranchers?
Absolutely. So we're right now basically in a really odd transition. We've had a little bit warmer fall than maybe what we're historically used to. And we've also in East Texas been fairly dry the past several months. So forage production has been a little bit lower towards the end of our warm season perennial season, and we occasionally have had some cooler temperatures that have probably slowed some of that forage production as well. Some of those cooler temperatures have allowed for the germination of some volunteer ryegrass for many producers. So luckily they've been able to utilize that during this time and hopefully delay having to feed hay. Having warmer temperatures for a little bit longer has also created an opportunity for producers to get winter pasture planted, even maybe a little bit later than what we typically recommend. Our average frost date is November 15th, and we've already passed that date. And our temperatures we obviously haven't had a frost. We have had a few cool nights, so we're really at this weird transition right now.
What do stock tanks look like in that area as far as water levels and as they still graze the pastures?
Well, like I said, we're fairly dry in good part of East Texas. Now, some parts have been, I guess, lucky with some of the storm and fronts that have moved through, have been able to get some rainfall. We're at least hopeful in Overton area in that part of East Texas to get some rainfall this week. I'm sure many ponds and other tanks are a little bit low right now. For us in East Texas, we're typically used to a little bit more moisture, especially during the fall, than what we have had so far. So fingers crossed during this Thanksgiving week that we actually get some rainfall and some additional moisture.
So not too much supplemental feeding, if any, right now, but what about hay supplies? Obviously, they are going to start feeding at some point.
So this is another tricky situation for a lot of producers because our spring was fairly cool and our Bermuda grass production was delayed. It's likely that many of our producers weren't able to produce as much hay as maybe they historically have had. Hopefully they have a good supply and they've been able to delay feeding. They've thought about planting some winter pasture or have some volunteer ryegrass they can utilize during this time while Bermuda grass has really slowed its growth. And hopefully if they are starting to feed, they have adequate supplies to get them through the rest of winter.
That is Dr. Vanessa Olson. She is with Texas AgriLife Extension Service in Overton.
Parenting is full of surprises.
You never know what to expect.
So after our son was born, I called my Texas Farm Bureau insurance agent to set up a life insurance policy in case something happened to me.
Sawyer is now 2.
And we'll soon have a sister. There's no one else I would trust with protecting my family.
Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance today at tfbinsurance.com for an agent you can trust with life's most important decisions. Coverage and discounts are subject to qualifications and policy terms and may vary by situation.
This is Texas News and Views. I'm Tom Nicoletti with the Texas Farm Bureau Radio Network.
Neighbor sounds like old Hop Sing is ready to serve. Yes, he is. Ringing that bell, making our mouths water. Chicken fried steak, jalapeno gravy, plenty of mayonnaise, yeast rolls, and a cold cucumber salad, and a glass of iced tea, cup of coffee, whichever you prefer. I think Gary Butler needs a glass of iced tea. It's a warm day before a hopefully rainy holiday. Gary, how was that Monday sale in Nixon?
Larry, we ended up with 1,496 head, 175 cows, and 19 bulls, Larry. Cow market looked like it slipped quite a bit. Of course, we didn't have any high-yielding cows, but 18 to 55 was the best cow. Slaughtered bulls were around 84 was the best one. Stocker cows, we had 450 to 900, and we had one pair that brought 1,100. Calf market, Larry, I guess you'd call it steady. It wasn't much better. It wasn't no worse. The quality calves still selling pretty good. 2 and 3 weight steers, $1.23 to $1.60. Heifers, $1.06 to $1.53. 3 and 4 weight steers, $1.27 to $1.67. Heifers, $1.13 to $1.58. 4 and 5 weight steers, $1.13 to $1.56. Heifers, $1.01 to $1.47. 5 and 6 weight steers, $1.02 to $1.44, and heifers, $97 to $1.65. 6 and 7 weight steers, $97 to $1.25. Heifers, $90 to $1.45. 7 and 8 weight steers and bull yearlings, $95 to $1.19, and the heifers were $86 to $1.16, Larry.
All right, next sale after the holiday will be the Monday after the holiday?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I imagine as dry as it is, I imagine we'll have that probably 1,000, 1,400 again, Larry.
All right. Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
You can catch us here at Cell Barn 830-582-1561 or 62, or you can catch me on my mobile 830-857-4330, Larry.
I'm on the line with Cole. Cole, I've got lots of wormy cattle and horses on my place. I bet you can help me out because you're from D&D, right?
Yes, sir. Here at the store, we have all your dewormer solutions in one spot. We carry drenches, pour-ons, paste, injectables, and even feed-through pellets. We got all the names that everyone loves, like Ivomec and Safeguard, as well as Ivermax and Dectomax. And for all the horse lovers, we do have a wide range of dewormers.
Cole, tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
Well, you can call up to the store and ask for Cole in the tack department, or if you're in the area, just mosey on in and I'll get you fixed up.
Neighbor, now it's time to catch up with Leo Casas. Leo, how are you today?
Doing good, Larry. I want to take this opportunity on behalf of our family to wish everyone a very happy Thanksgiving and safe travels if you are on the road visiting family. And want to remind you also that the bull season is upon us. We've got bulls of all the popular breeds available for lease or sale, and plenty of good replacement cattle available, including some 4-year-old F1 Brayford bred cows, and some pregnant 3/4 Brahman heifers and some open 3/4 Brahman heifers. Give us a call. If we can assist you, I can be reached at 361-362-5863. Keep up with us on database on Instagram, Casas Cattle _Rancher 3, or log on to my website for photos, videos, and information, CasasCattle.com, CASAS, CasasCattle.com. We're the bull people.
Down on the Farm Radio, neighbor, if you have land near the Cibolo Creek south of Stockdale to just across the Karnes County line, you may be eligible for a special funding to improve water quality and wildlife habitat. Restore Act funding for the Gulf Coast Conservation Reserve Program is available through the USDA's Natural Resource Conservation Service, but you need to apply by December the 4th, 2021, or February the 12th, 2021. If you're interested, contact the NRCS field office in Floresville, 830-393-3555, 830-393-3555, extension 3. Neighbor, now it's time for Texas News and Views. Carrie Martin is at the mic. Carrie, you've got a cattle-related topic for us, don't you?
Cattle on Feed Report sends the cattle market higher. I'm Kerry Martin with Focus on Agriculture on the Texas Farm Bureau Radio Network. The monthly Cattle on Feed Report Friday surprised the cattle market with a big drop in placements. USDA livestock analyst Shale Shagum has the numbers.
The number of cattle on feed on November 1st was just under 12 million head, which was about 1% above a year ago. During October, feedlots placed almost 2.2 million head of cattle, which was about 11% below a year ago. The number of fed cattle marketed during October was just under 1.9 million head, which was fractionally below last year's level, and that's really almost unchanged from a year ago.
That placements number at 11% below last year was 2% lower than the trade was expecting. That caused the cattle futures market to take a big jump on Monday. The report also showed feedlot inventories at record levels at 12 million head. That's the largest inventory number since the report began back in 1996.
There's no typical growing season. Each one brings different challenges. So what if this year we do something different? Like stepping up to Altura, a powerful at-planting technology from Nutrien Ag Solutions. Step up to extended nutrient efficiency and plant performance. Step up to better productivity and profitability in your fields. Take your fertility program to the next level with Altura, powered by C2 technology. Talk to your Nutrien Ag Solutions crop consultant or visit lpi.ag/stepup to learn more.
Conventional wisdom says that you get what you pay for, and conventional wisdom is right. You won't find Crystalix in the bargain aisle, but it will always get optimal performance out of your cattle. Whether you feed it in a steel or plastic barrel or our sustainable single-trip bio barrel, Crystalix is more than just a supplement. It's an investment. With Crystalix, performance is served. Visit Crystalix.com to find a dealer near you. Here in Texas, the number of cattle on feed now stands at 2.91 million head. That's 1% higher than last month. and 1% higher than this same month a year ago. Texas feedlot placements dropped 9% from a year ago at 480,000 head. Marketings out of Texas feedlots came in at 420,000 head. That's 3% lower than year-ago levels. The big variations in the cattle on feed numbers show that COVID-19 disruptions in cattle slaughter earlier this year are still having an effect on the cattle supply chain and may continue to do so well into next year. I'm Kerry Martin on the Texas Farm Bureau Radio Network.
Neighbor, let's take a look at the direction of cotton for today. Overnight, the cotton market was holding its own after its steep recovery Tuesday. At one time on Monday, the market was off well over 200 points. Much of the selling came from a holiday exiting speculators and producers. However, the Dow Jones surged to an all-time high, plus the drop in the U.S. dollar made March cotton a lower close and left a bearish taste in the mouths of a lot of traders. Besides its adequate supply, the cotton market is concerned with spiking COVID-19 cases and their possible effects on the U.S. economy going forward, both of those bearish signs. Now, as we look toward weather, forecasts indicate heavy rainfall through eastern Texas, across Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama. The rest of the Delta and the southeast subject to rain, but not as intense. The rain potentially could cause some harvest delays, but so far that has not been the case. As of Sunday, 77% of U.S. cotton has been harvested, which was right in line with a 10-year average. We did have deliveries, 51 of them, placed against spot December overnight. For today, spot support for March cotton stands at 72.20, then at 71.85, with resistance, according to commodity consultants Keith Brown and DTN, coming in at 73.85 and 74.10 on an estimated volume of 4,102 contract.
This isn't what gets a cotton grower up. What gets a cotton grower up isn't made of plastic-covered electronics. It's made of heart, determination, the calling that doesn't need a buzzer. Because you know, early is the key to success. Stoneville Cotton knows too. It gets out of the ground earlier and establishes a healthy stand quicker, so it's less vulnerable to weeds, weather, and insects. For a stronger finish, own the early with Stoneville Cotton. BASF. We create chemistry. Always read and follow label directions.
Neighbor, let's see what happened with cotton yesterday here in the state of Texas. 1,576 bale of East Texas, 10,490 bales of West sold. Low side 67.48, high side 70.48. Neighbor, checking Texas grains, Panhandle area yellow corn 455 3/4 to 470 3/4. South Plains area corn 530 3/4 to 537 3/4. Panhandle area milo 455 3/4 to 555 3/4, and hard red winter wheat 526 to 551. John Tuggle has not provided us with any South Texas prices. And neighbor, it looks to me like that's all the time I've got for this edition of our program. Of course, we call it Down on the Farm, and they call me Larry Marble. And neighbor, I tell you what, you're going to call me lazy, because I'm going to take Thursday, Friday, and Saturday off. Please give Claire and I that indulgence. Until then, have a happy holiday.